Hello, this is my 5 year guitar journey. My 5 year guitar journey began 8 years ago in 2018. I picked up a nylon string guitar that I had lying around in my bedroom since I was a wee lad. I had no reason to pick it up, I just did. I started learning the basic chords: E minor, E, A minor, A, and so on and so forth. I learnt songs that I liked: Oasis, John Lennon, other people. Well, anyway, here's Wonderwall. After about 6 months, I felt I could play the basic chords pretty well and was enjoying playing the guitar. Come September that year, I went to university to do fitness stuff. I lived in student halls with paper-thin walls and felt quite self-conscious about playing the guitar. I didn't want to disturb other people, and I also felt embarrassed about people hearing me play. It was quite a personal thing for me. I also was busy going out, doing uni things like drinking, not studying.
Oh my god!
So naturally, I stopped playing the guitar for 3 years. 3 years later, uni's done. I graduate. I didn't get to throw a hat in the air, but I did get the laminated paper through the post. I experienced some grief, which made me quite sad and confused. I left uni and went back home. Despite having a fitness degree, my passion for fitness wasn't the same as it once was, and I didn't want to be a personal trainer. And this is where the journey really begins. So, I picked up the old trusty guitar and put all of my hopes and dreams into creating great, inspiring music. However, my fingers had completely forgotten how to play the instrument. I would look up YouTube videos on how to progress fast at guitar and got really pumped and motivated. And no progress. My motivation and drive became frustration. I was going to the gym less and my grip strength had decreased, and I'd also fractured my left wrist at uni. I also have a pinky that healed in a bent position after breaking it when I was 14 and not realizing. So I thought my finger strength was the issue. So I bought one of these things and did some rice bucket training to increase the strength of my fingers. But these things didn't really help. I was frustrated because I'd lost all of my previous skills, and trying to get them back, I felt like I was forcing it. I was bored with fumbling through the standard chords like E minor, E, A minor, G, C, etc., etc., and so I would try and learn more interesting and complex songs. I had some success and could play one or two complex tunes, but my fingers never felt comfortable, and I was making so much effort to play them. I was skipping the groundwork and building without a foundation. I played random songs here and there, but never felt deeply focused. I wrote my own songs, but I couldn't actually play them comfortably.
Sometimes I act, sometimes I act like a baby, sometimes I act like a man. Sometimes I act so crazy. Sometimes I don't understand. Sometimes I act like a fool. Sometimes I act like a liar. Sometimes I act like a man. Something you understand me. That's why I call you my friend. The words that you told me, and I'll never be proud for the things laid before me. Don't let me be loud about things that I'm leaving behind.
I played for hours, but I had no plan, no structured routine, despite knowing I probably should. Coming from a fitness background where progressive overload, consistency, reps was such an obvious thing, I had this idea in my mind that music should be for pure enjoyment and discipline will ruin it. But I wasn't enjoying it, and I had the drive to improve, but I wasn't progressing. So I quit. And after I quit, one day I picked up the guitar again. I played it for a bit, and then I put too much pressure on myself, and so I quit again. After a while, I picked up the guitar again. You see where this is going. The more I gave up on the idea of being some musical genius and making money from being a musician, to eventually escape the rat race and not need a 9 to 5, the more I could just play for pure enjoyment and started to improve, slowly. This was the story for the past few years. I got to a point where I could play a little more smoothly and started feeling the urge to want to progress a bit more. I saw a YouTube video with a guitar teacher showing proper scale technique. I hadn't learned any scales or lead guitar in this whole time. I practiced some of his exercises and liked his teaching style.
You're wasting your time learning popular songs before it is time. We get you out of that beginner stage as fast as possible, focusing in on the fundamentals of guitar technique.
I saw he had an online course for $10, also known as £7. So I purchased his beginner program and saw that he has a cool exercise for learning chords that I hadn't seen before, and which actually seems to work. So I've been following that program for the past few months and seeing some progress. I can now play some of the basic chords a lot smoother, and I'm starting to enjoy the process of progress and getting excited about it again. Every evening after work, I practice the structured plan, not for hours, but consistently. And if I miss a night or two, then that's fine. I just get back to it the next day, or whenever I can. Another thing, I was too stubborn to not practice the beginner chords, so I practice bar chords more often, and now I feel more comfortable playing bar chords than the easy ones. And if you play guitar, you'll know that this is very strange. Anyway, this may not be your typical guitar progress video where you see clips of somebody gradually improving in a linear fashion, but perhaps that's how my next transformation video will look. And perhaps it won't. And you know what? That's fine. So if you could take something from this video, then maybe take the message to keep going. Or maybe just give up and then keep going again, and then give up again, and then keep going, and then give up. Or just chill out and enjoy what you're doing and have faith that everything will work out, even though you don't know for certain that it will. Either way, you're going to be somewhere in the future, and that's going to be where you're meant to be, because you'll be there. So, anyway, I'm going to start posting shorts where I take you along with me during my practice sessions, so you can get a realistic view of what happens in the trenches. I may also upload some videos talking about the lessons I've learned throughout this journey to inspire and motivate other people. So if you want to see that, then you know where I am. Here. Goodbye.